Laurel here. If you are new, my name is Laurel. I am a wife, mama, spoonie, and writer. I talk about most of those things on this channel in some amount, mostly reading and writing. But I am back today with a little bit of a wrap up from my 2021 goals and what my goals are going to be for 2022. So again, I am back with a casual video. Just hanging out in front of one of my many bookshelves and holding the camera because it is the first day of winter break for my kids. They all have a cold. I am trying to avoid getting said cold, but I also didn't want to bother getting dressed and doing my hair and all the things when I knew we weren't going anywhere. So I did my makeup for you at least, but otherwise this is a pretty comfy casual video. So my 2021 goals went really well. I did watch the video yesterday and I think I remember what I said because what I had in the video and what I had on my note in my phone were two different things. So my 2021 goals, I have them here. It's quite a long list, but I did not talk about all of these in the video. So in the video I talked about January 1st, I wanted to relaunch Mamahood Unbalanced, which is a mental health and chronic illness blog that I write with my best friend. We did do that, but it didn't last very long. We both were having a tough time last winter and yeah, it just didn't last long. So we did accomplish that initially. My next goal that I talked about in the video was to start my program at Humber College, which I did. And then my next goal was to finish edits on about half of my book by sometime in April and be able to do Camp Nano in April. So finishing the half of my book worth of edits, I did do. I accomplished that in time. I did not participate in Camp Nano. I just didn't have the time, and with the weather getting nice outside and everything, I wanted to be outside hanging out with my kids and in the garden and that sort of thing. So I didn't do Camp Nano, but I am checking off everything else up until then. And then my second term of my program at Humber began in May. And then I had talked about doing July Camp Nano, and I didn't do that either. Again, it was just, I am, if you don't know, I am quite witchy and consider myself a solar witch. I thrive. I'm at 150% in the summer months, and then in the winter months, I'm at like 50%. So I don't like to miss out on a day that is gorgeous. I would rather be outside and walking and reading my book in my hammock and all of those things. So July Camp Nano did not happen. Then my next goal was to finish the edits on my book and my Humber program simultaneously, obviously. And that would have been by the end of August, and I did do that. I graduated my program. I got the fancy piece of paper in the mail, which I subsequently lost like a week later. I know it's in my house somewhere unless it accidentally got recycled. I cannot find it for the life of me. So I may have to call them and have them send me another one. But yes, I did get my graduate certificate in creative writing. And I finished the edits. And then my next goal was to send the book out to betas in September, which I did. I sent it out September 1st. I did get some feedback from 2 betas, and then 2 just were not in good places and did not have the time to complete it, which I totally understand. And then I, for some reason, thought that I was gonna get my beta feedback at the end of September and be able to turn around those edits in like a week and start querying in October, as well as doing Preptober, which I don't know what I was thinking. Like, that sounds like insanity. When I watched the video, I was like, what? I was gonna do what? No. So I started doing Preptober, and I decided to leave Project Camp alone for a little bit, let it breathe, let me digest the feedback that I got and then start working on it later on. So I did not start querying, obviously, but I did Preptober, check. I did NaNoWriMo and I won, check. And then I decided by the time I was done Nano, I was done writing for a little while. I needed a break. So I decided I would take December off, and then in January, as I talked about in my last video, I would start fresh with my final edits on Project Camp. So I accomplished almost everything on my list. I accomplished everything that was realistic, for sure. And I'm really happy about that. So that was how my 2021 goals went. And as for 2022, I talked a lot about, you know, my first quarter sort of goals in the last video. Basically, my goals for 2022 are to do my final revisions with my UBC revision course that I talked about in that last video. I will link it up above if you don't know what I'm talking about. Do the final revisions, write my query letter, write some query pitches for PitMad because that'll be in March. Do March PitMad and then start querying hardcore, and I'm just gonna see where the rest of the year takes me. If I get an agent, that would be amazing. If I got a publishing contract, that would be like unreal. Obviously, that is my ultimate goal at some point with Project Camp. This story, I keep saying it's my work of heart. Little play on the work of art. But this is the story that I feel like if I were only ever in my life going to publish one story, I would want it to be this one. It is so important to me, and I feel like it has a message that a lot of young adults could really benefit from. And yeah, it's the one. So honestly, I'm probably going to query until I run out of people to query. And then if I do get an agent, go on submission until we run out of people to submit to, or publishing houses to submit to. I really don't want to give up early on this dream. So that's my goal for 2022, is just to try and make that dream a reality. And, you know, if by the end of 2022, that hasn't happened, maybe I shelve the book for a little bit and work on some other projects and come back to it and, you know, rework some things or do some more revisions or something. Maybe 2023 would be the year that it fit into what they can market, you know, like there's always, it's not always about the book. Sometimes it's about just what the trends are and the marketability of the book at that specific time. So I'm definitely not going to give up on that. And then of course, I'll probably plan to participate in Preptober and NaNoWriMo in November. I think I know now for myself that Camp Nano April and Camp Nano July, probably not likely to happen just with my lifestyle. April would obviously be much more likely than July, but I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Right now, I just really want to focus on the final revisions and the querying, and that is my main goal for 2022. So I will be here, I will be walking through that whole process, as well as sharing my reading and all of that. So I am really looking forward to the new year and sharing some content with you guys, getting to know you guys better. I would love if you would share some things about you in the comments. Let me know what your 2022 goals are, and be sure to come follow me on Instagram and come hang out with me over there too if you are interested. So I'm gonna get back to my day. I don't know if you can hear my son singing as he goes up the stairs, but he's like basically right behind me. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to my day with my kids, and we're supposed to be doing some like holiday baking, and they just cleaned out their rooms to find stuff to donate before the holidays and all of that. So we've got a busy day and I'm gonna get back to it, but thank you so much for joining me for this goals wrap up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye friends.